everyone. Welcome to Undressing.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's a New Year's Eve, and Tommy and I are doing due diligence and recording Undressing. We know we've been a little dark since Thanksgiving, but we've had a lot of adventures, especially Tommy, and we're going to tell you all about them in copious detail before we discuss an episode that I watched so long ago that I forgot.
Love it. We went dark, and things have been a little dark, but that's okay. Everything's good now.
Well, so Tommy, when last we picked up your story, you were going to Japan, and I need all the details because I'm planning a trip to Japan at the worst time of year, July next year, but I booked it with points and I can't redo it. So I'm going.
Why do you think that's the worst time?
It's supposed to be very hot and very humid. But here's the thing. My family does not like walking or shrines or hiking or theme parks. So
what do they like? What does the child enjoy?
She loves video games. She loves seeing different things. I'm going to try to find some ethical animal cafe situations. We have a lot of art things like team labs. There's a lot of cool food, shopping, just kind of vibing. And
then we took
mostly museums.
We took the vacation that you need to know about because we went with my partner Steve's kids are 13 and 16, and they are not interested in museums or shrines, beautiful landscapes, etc. So we did go. I previously have gone to a hedgehog cafe, which was really fun on our last trip.
Okay.
So I'll send you that info.
Was it ethical? Because some of them, they just drug the animals, and they like the Fox Cafe. I hear like some of the animals are just not supposed to be petted in the way that they are. And I know that animal rights are not really as
it's unclear. We did go. Okay, so when you go down the main street in Harajuku, there's several cafes, and one is like what are those fluffy white dogs? Not Shiba Inu, but
Pomeranians?
No, like the sort of wolves, like a large sized dog. They're kind of fluffy. Yeah, that one.
Oh, Akita Cafe?
They have a couple of those. We went to the Me Pig Cafe, which is mini pigs, and it was delightful. I did cry when.
Here's the thing about, I understand that tourism with pigs, if the animals are not, but I eat meat. There's no worse that you think that you could treat an animal than me eating and the way that they're raised and farmed in this country or anywhere around the world, probably, unless you're buying like a farm outside of France and they're just living their best life and then they just die. So I totally get it. So I'm going to do some research. You don't
want to be face to face with something that you might eat. I don't eat beef or ham, pork anymore. So and those animals specifically, like I think you can adopt them. I think they're pets, like they're house pigs. So they are intended to be pets if they weren't there. It's unclear. I didn't do the research, but I did cry and it was wonderful.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go in with a conscience that's open but
we'll do some research before you go. Also, the 100%. Team Labs thing, totally worth it. Highly recommend. I think it's called Team Labs Planets.
Planet. And then there's Boundless or something. And then there's another one that just opened in Osaka. And there's one in Kyoto. So I hear that you don't need to do more than one. But yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. Immersive art experience situation.
Perfect. It's very up our alley.
And it's interactive, and you get to do some art stuff while you're in there, so that's fun. So,
did you go to the robot cat dinner or samurai dinners? Because those are like
we didn't do a robot thing. Okay. We did lots of shopping, lots of eating delicious food. And my tip is to don't even plan your meals because you just stumble into the most delicious thing you've ever eaten.
That's what I was not going to plan any meals because my daughter, if I go to a fancy restaurant, then she just wants ramen and she likes some kinds of sushi. And if I'd go to somewhere fancy schmancy, that probably requires months she's not going to enjoy it. Partner won't enjoy it.
The thing I love there is that like restaurants typically do one thing and one thing really well. So you're like, she likes ramen. Okay, well we've got like a miso ramen place. Then we've got a dipping ramen place. Then we've got a cold noodle ramen place. Like there's so many different versions. What's her feelings on udon? Because I think udon is
udon. I think she would like udon, but she hasn't dived in, and that's why I want to intro her. Did you go and get pancakes? Like the pancakes in Japan are that
pancakes.
Big?
We I have a couple places there's a place called My Happy Pancake that I love. We didn't go on this trip. But there is a place here in Los Angeles called Takagi that I love.
I went there and I love that pancake. It's this thick. It's
this thick and it's so simple. It comes with whipped cream and it's
you could dress it up with a lot more, but I'm a purist. I'm like,
I've done
vanilla. Yeah, vanilla kind of lady.
I did the pistachio one there recently, and it was like it was delicious, but I still think I like the original recipe the best. What else? Oh, so we took the kids to play video games. There's what's the area called? Not Asakusa,
I know Aka,
it's called,
it's Asa. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Asakasa? No. I can't remember.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, and there are a bunch of video game plays. There's a whole Sonic building you could go in that has all this.
Like there's entire buildings where just 9 floors of different video games.
That's what we're planning on doing.
We like there was a whole floor of the drums, games, and then there was these things where you like tap 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 tap, sort of like a what was that? Not Rubik's Cube, but it was like it had 4 colors when we were kids.
Like yeah. Simon Says.
Yeah. It's like professional versions of that, and there's these guys, and they wear gloves, and they're like
they bring their gloves to the arcade. That is
they're so, and it was fascinating to watch. I'm obsessed.
Okay, I'm everything you're telling me is already on the agenda. I think we're going to do a couple of things where I found where we can make our own ramen, or we can make like a craft out of kimono fabric. So we're going to do a couple of those things.
I'll send you.
We might do a tea ceremony. Yes, please send me everything.
Yeah, we made chopsticks ourselves.
Oh, neat.
Which was really fun. I'll send you that one. The location was in Shinjuku.
Okay.
And very central. I recommend the easiest level wood. Do not make the mistake of getting the fancy, like, ooh, we want to do teak and we want to do.
Oh no, those are too hard, right?
It was too hard. The wood was too hard. It was too much.
Oh no. What did you pick? Did you pick the teak?
Yeah, I did the sakura, the cherry blossom wood.
But that's so pretty.
I regret it because it was.
They turned out crappy.
No, they turned out really good. They turned out good, but it was a lot of effort.
You don't want that.
It was athletic. I'm not.
Oh
athletic.
No. See, that's the thing. I mean, I'm like, oh no, we might not be able to go up the 4,000 stairs to see that shrine that looks good on Instagram. But I'm like, I don't think the journey would be worth it. I think we could find simpler shrines. Like I do want to go to several shrines, but I'm not going to go like.
Yeah, there's like the big shrine near that you can, if you go to Harajuku, then you can go to this like the big beautiful park shrine that everyone goes to. And that's lovely. We didn't do it on this trip. We did on the last one.
Well, because you've been there multiple times.
Yeah. So we were like, you know what? We don't have to see historical things on this trip. We're just going to go shopping and eat food.
Oh, that's exactly what I want. And so we'll be inside most of the time. Yes, we'll get a little sweaty. We'll get a little fan, and then we'll just.
Oh yeah, it's going to be hot. Okay.
I know.
Okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. They Steve and the kids took a trip down to Kyoto for the night. And then they went to Nara in the morning and then came back.
We're definitely doing that. Yes. Did they like Nara? Did they get attacked by a deer?
Yeah, they actually really liked it. I didn't go because I had foot surgery in July. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm able to walk a lot. I stayed behind and stayed with all their luggage so that they could just pop down for the night. But hopefully you're doing the 3 main.
Well, we're saying we're going to stay in Osaka and just do day trips to Kyoto because it's so expensive. And I'm like, I don't know. Do we need to stay in Kyoto?
Yeah, the day trip it's good.
It's fine.
Next trip, I want to go back and go because now I feel bad that I've only done the touristy cities. Now I want to go. Explore, go to onsen towns.
Yeah, the problem is my kid won't eat those kind of food, and she's not like a spa girl, so it's fine. this will be our recon. We're going to figure it out. I'm sure I'll be back in I've waited this long, Tommy. Never been, because I was just waiting for someone else to pay for a plane trip ticket for me. And I just never got it. I was like, Felicia, your time has passed for free plane trips. Okay.
Why do I only want to travel when I can add a trip onto a trip that work is paying for?
I know, that's what this is. I cannot believe I'm doing this trip, but I'll be able to deduct it because I'll do lots of social media and I will do some curation guides, and that's what I like. So it's fine. You did lots of videos from there, so hey, hope you're deducting.
Do I want to dedicate my life? Do I just want to have a travel? Do I want to become a travel person?
I mean, I don't know why we didn't become travel influencers, Tommy.
Why? What were we thinking?
I don't know where my priorities were in my life. I still don't.
If I transition from comedy videos to, I mean, I'm already doing a lot of travel videos, but
oh wait, so I watched this. I watched this show, and we're gonna get to The Witcher, guys. I watched the show on Apple. Okay, so the last week we binged all the extended versions of Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Which was, and my daughter, just except for a little bit with a lot of the battle stuff, she was into it. And now she's a big Gandalf stan. Then we watched the 70s Hobbit cartoon last night. And I was like, did I ever watch this? Did I just black it out? Because this is some weird stuff here.
Yeah, is it trippy? I don't know. I don't remember if I even watched that.
It's very odd. It's very odd. And I don't know. I still liked it. There's music, but it's so 70s. There's 70s music throughout the whole thing. It's very much kind of made for kids, but then people get murdered. I don't know, man. It's fine. It's fine. It was enjoyable, and she watched that. So we might do the Lord of the Rings version tonight. And then we're going to go back to the Hobbit, the 3-movie Hobbit extended version, which I'm like, how is this as long as the Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit, that's why I don't know. Anyway, it's what we'll do it. We're just really being comprehensive. Okay. But at the same time, we watched this show called, what is it? It's basically a Michelin star. It's on Apple, and it's a Michelin star advertisement, but it's like a really good cooking Michelin show. It's called Knife's Edge. So it's 8 episodes of people chasing Michelin stars around the world. Okay. And the host is some influencer guy who looks like Jude Law. And I did not want to like him, but he is very likable and a good host. Even though, he's just an influencer. He's a British guy who looks just like Jude Law. And he's very sweet. And I was like, this guy, how come I don't have this guy's job? It's all good. I don't look like Jude Law. So it's all good. But anyway, I highly recommend that show. Also, there's an episode on Los Angeles. It's the last episode of the whole season. Tommy, it made me hate my town. It made me want to leave because I just feel like we're douchebags.
No, we're terrible. We aren't we?
It's a terrible city. And the culture of it was Mexico City. It was the Nordic place. It was UK. It was Italy. I was like, I want to live any of these places. They did the thing on Los Angeles. So I was like,
Here we are.
I live here.
Hot dogs.
Anyway,
what were the Michelin restaurants that they went to?
They went to all these. They tried to make drama out of the presentation. And it's like every time a solo diner goes to one of the restaurants, they're like, is that the Michelin star reviewer? And they make this whole mystery about like you can't know who the Michelin star people. They're all anonymous. They're not from the town. I mean, it is kind of cool to see, but they make such drama around it. A couple of the episodes are very manufactured, but a couple are really, really touching. And, they're like, solo diner, table 5. Is she taking a lot of pictures? And so my brother and I now will go in, and whenever I love solo diner a lot, and I try to go to fancy restaurants when I'm like visiting a town. I'm like, oh, let's get to this cool. So I want to like always bring a pad and pretend I'm a Michelin reviewer.
Oh, so you get really good service?
That's what it's saying. They say, oh, VIP
also,
in the room.
What Michelin stars is left over from like the tire company? Like, what is the history of that?
It is like an international standard. And then it'll make or break a restaurant. Believe me, they tell the statistics over and over in this essential advertisement for Michelin stars. But evidently, if you get a Michelin star, it increases your bookings 20, 2 Michelin stars, 40, it doubles it if it's like a 3-star. And it's so hard to get a 3-star. And they follow some people trying to get from 1 to 2, trying to get their first one, trying to get,
can you as a if you're not a fine dining restaurant, can you get more than one Michelin star? Or does it have to be fine dining to?
I think you can, because I think there's a 3-star in like Hong Kong that is not super fancy. So that led me down a rabbit hole, for sure.
I'm not willing to stand in line for the Michelin star crab omelet in Bangkok.
Yeah.
From that lady, or whatever. Did she wear goggles or something? I'm not willing. I'm not going to stand in line for 2 hours.
Or are you going to pay $400 for a poop? Essentially, you do these fine dining places. It's like 6 months in advance. They're going to, like, Noma is coming here to Los Angeles, and I'm on the waiting list, but it's going to be like $800 for a meal. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to pull the play. I'm not going to go. I can't pay that much for something my body's going to regurgitate in a day. There is a 3-star. There is a 3-star restaurant. There are 2 of them here in LA.
Did you say poop because like the next day you're just looking at it as that passes through?
I would be like, that was $400,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's better to pay for experiences rather than things. But for $400, I think I would like something like, a side table or.
Agreed. I mean, there's 2 3-star restaurants in LA, Providence and Soma. And I think Soma's the kind where they blindfold you and then they bring out like a quartet. Like, it's more of like weird experience. Yeah, I think so. Like, that's what I believe.
I don't know if I'm interested in that.
It's a lot.
When the dining in the dark was all the rage? Did you ever do that?
Oh, yes. They had a dining in the dark in LA, right? They had one of those. I'm looking up Soma restaurant. Soma, maybe it's not Soma. It's something 3-star. Okay, 3-star Michelin restaurant, Los Angeles. It's Providence, which I've never been to. And is it Anaka? Somni.
Oh, okay.
What is that place? Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay, Somni restaurant. It's in West Hollywood.
What are those fancy restaurants are waste on me because I don't. Yeah. The only meat I'm eating these days is basically chicken.
Oh, well, good for you. Is that just a health thing or what?
It was a health and a guilt thing.
Yeah. It's a 14-person communal chef's counter. Okay. You get a few bites on the patio, 1 seating a night. No allergies or dietary restrictions. So forget it. You know what? They're going to feed you what you feed you, and I got to eat it.
That's the thing. Like, it's just wasted on me. Because then if I request the vegetarian
nope, you can't.
I hate mushrooms. And so this is going to be all mushrooms.
Well, this is traveling with my family. Like, when I'm traveling alone or, with friends, we're like, oh, we'll go to that fancy restaurant. It doesn't matter. My partner, my kid won't eat anything. So it's like, I save money. This is a cheaper trip. I like it.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone was making fun of me like, oh, Japan is wasted on you. You can't eat.
That's not true.
You don't eat any seafood. You don't eat sushi. And I'm like, there's so many other types of Japanese cuisine that
they're the narrow-minded ones. Okay. I promise.
So if you're a vegetarian, you can still have an amazing time in Japan. Wait, I want to ask you about.
Before we move on to the Wisher, which we will get to.
Did you do anything for Christmas?
No. It was raining here in LA copiously. I stayed in my house. I have baked so much. I feel like the last several months I had that weird like 5 centimeter ovarian cyst in my body, and then it blew up. And I swear to God, for 2 months, like it threw my body up for months. The whole year, I was like I think I said this in my newsletter. I looked in my for my taxes, and I went to urgent care and the doctor like so much this year. And it started out with the flu that my whole family got right before New Year. So I'm like, the whole year was ruined for health. Politically, it's a disaster. Financially, it's terrible. Business-wise, again, wretched. So like the whole year has been just downhill all year. And I just decided to batten down the hatches, go dark. And I even was like, I'm not checking social media. I uploaded one thing, but I just have not looked at it. And I feel so much better. So that's how my Christmas was. I did finish my Guild movie script draft right before Christmas, and I'm going to kind of get back into it this weekend. And, it's a process, but at least I felt like, oh, pat yourself on your back. You can do it. So anyway, yes, I just went dark. What about you? What did you do for Christmas?
You had a cozy Christmas at home.
Cozy Christmas.
Wait, what about the cyst? I need a cyst update. Is it gone or is it still there?
It exploded. And then 3 weeks later, I went to the doctor. She's like, yeah, it's gone. And I was like, well, everything's out of whack. And she's like, yeah, it does that. And I think just this last week, I felt like, oh, my cycle's normal. My mood is okay.
Does your body purge whatever fluids was in the...
I was like gained like 4 pounds. It was like, it's hormones, right? And ovaries release like this is a hormonal thing. So like I was great. I was like so depressed. I was anxious. I was gaining weight. I was bloating. I was having horrible joint problems. Like it was everything. And I went to the doctor and she was like, oh, you need to get on birth control because I think you're having a hormonal problem. I was like, well, let me just wait another month. And it evened out. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm going to give it another month. I will follow the doctor's instructions.
This is wild.
Listen, hormones will ruin your life. And I am a testament to that.
Wow.
Anywho, yeah. So tell me about your experience, because I know that you had a great experience with the state of California.
Christmas. Well, I had put off my jury duty a couple times, so I chose December 24th. And I'm registered in Ventura County, so I forgot about that, and then I remembered, and then I checked, the night before, and I got summoned, so we booked a hotel on the beach in Ventura so that I could be last minute, like 9 p.m. We're like, okay, let's get a hotel tonight. Drove up to Ventura, then got up so I could be there at 8 a.m. And it was like, it might as well have been a hurricane. It was raining and it was crazy. I can't believe it was dangerous. Like the freeway was closed off to one lane.
It was great. Yes.
Like, why are they summoning people to the courthouse in inclement weather like that? Don't make unnecessary journeys.
Agree. There was a flash flood warning up there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No, that's not okay.
I went and we sat there and then they let us go. Thank goodness. So I didn't have to do jury duty. But then because we were up there and my parents are up in that area, so we decided to stay in Ojai for 2 nights over Christmas and then
was
drive
that
down
nice?
to my parents. Yeah, it was nice, except for it was just gushing rain, flooding. So, but we stayed in this like kind of Western Ojai Rancho Inn. It's very looked like a cabin or a cottage or whatever. And so it was very cozy and nice. But then we would drive to my parents and we might as well have just stayed in LA because with the rain, it's the same amount of time to get to my parents. Anyway, but it was nice. I saw my family.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? That's good. I feel like if anything 2025 has taught me, it's like just dig in and appreciate one level out from you, and then everything else can just go to hell.
Yeah. Now you've got jury duty on what day?
Well, that's the thing. I got a jury. I was like, I'm so excited. I finished that script, and like literally Christmas Eve, I get the jury summons in the mail, and it's the 12th of January, and I cannot put it off, because if I put it off, I have too many trips this year. Like I actually can do it that week. And it's the 1 week in the first 6 months of the year that I'm like, I definitely can do this whole week, which I am furious about. And
make sure you tell them if you have to go and do the interview.
Yeah,
you probably won't. I was rehearsing my speech I was going to give.
Yeah,
and I was focused on I'm self-employed, and if I can't go to auditions, I can't book work, and my health insurance is directly linked to the amount of money I earn through work. So
that's
if
good.
you make me stay here, I might not qualify for insurance for this year.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's a good one. I will do that. I mean, honestly, I'd like to be in a jury if it was like 3 days. Like I'm fine with that. But I think I'll just say, I'm sorry, I'm an influencer. And they'll be like, done. Get out. You're so stupid.
You're gross. You're away.
Gross. Get away. Anyway, well,
I always wonder if you say like, "Oh, I've been on a lot of court shows, a lot of."
I mean, I was on The Rookie. I actually was on a couple early on.
Did you have to ever do a courtroom scene? I think I did. I did
courtroom scene in a couple, like early, like when there was actual work in this town. I did a couple of like guest stars for like random hour-long TV. Usually doctors, I feel if I look sickly, so maybe that's why people usually cast me in sort of medical things versus legal. So I don't know, maybe compliment, maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't have a face for a lawyer. I don't know why.
No.
My very first TV show that I ever booked was Judging Amy, and I went to prison because
you went to prison?
I think so. Me and another were we playing teens? I can't remember if we were.
Probably. No.
I think, if it was juvenile
early
court? Was Judging Amy
sure
juvenile
it was.
court?
Because back then, even now, you're like 25 and you're still playing 15. Okay, it's just what happens.
And we had roofied people at a party, and we went to jail. You
disgusting.
We deserved that.
You look like a roofier.
Oh man,
I'm so sorry. Well, you know what?
The range I have.
The range, my dear. I was watching all these Lord of the Rings. I'm like, if I could pick one thing to be on, it would be Lord of the Rings or Star Trek. And I'm like, you're not fit enough for Star Trek.
I want to be on Star Trek so bad. What do you mean you're not fit enough for Star Trek?
Tommy, I've let the bottom half of myself go, and it's fine. I'm actually okay with it because otherwise I have to suffer, and I don't like suffering.
They embrace all
it's okay, but
sizes and aliens. You don't even have to be from this planet.
They can put just a big old bum on me, and I'll be like, oh, I'm the big butt alien. Wagga, wagga, wagga. Okay. The Witcher, season 4, episode 3, Trial by Ordeal. Now, this, I have to say, time has passed in an aggressive way, but I still really enjoyed this episode, okay? I am getting used to the new Geralt, and it's still awkward, but I'm okay with it. I'm on board. Tommy, this opening scene, for some reason, I say wig time, exclamation mark. What's going on here?
Well, was this the scene where they were acting out The Witcher?
Yes, they were acting out The Witcher. It's in a tavern. They're doing a play. Hot people are playing Yennefer and Geralt, and I guess their wigs are bad. I don't remember it.
I feel like I knew the guy playing the MC character in this. I was like, who is that? I feel like I met him.
You know him as a person? Like as a friend?
I feel like I know. I got to look who that person is.
Oh my God, that's so awkward. That's like seeing somebody's like old student film.
Yeah. So weird. Yeah, they're, I don't know, it was weird because they were using bad wigs to represent the characters that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, and then Yennefer was watching, and I'm like, Yennefer, this is surreal.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I kind of felt like she should have stormed up and like ripped the wig off. You know, like I feel like she should have made a scene, but she kind of just passes through, and we cut into violent intercourse with Francesca, the elf queen, and another hot elf. But I thought
it was the man who was playing The Witcher with his wig off.
Was it?
No, because they were in completely different locations, right?
Oh,
I didn't, and I completely forgot who this woman was. I was like, who is this lady?
I only knew because you met her in person. Yeah, I met her in person.
So this is elf queen.
She's
right?
elf queen, and remember her husband and brother, everybody just died, and her baby, that was who Fringilla and Emir conspired to, you know, really sad. So she went to the dark place, and now she's in a lighter place.
Was that like a spell she was having intercourse with? Or did that man pass out?
No, I think he passed out. I just remember that we have a whole scene where Yennefer's trying to get her to come and help. And Francesca's like, she knocks the guy out. She like literally goes bam, and he falls to the ground. What's that? But I was very confused.
You know, there were several moments in this episode where I thought, did they mean to put a special effect there and they ran out of time and money? Because like when the man's mouth got closed, he was just holding his lips together like that. I thought normally they sort of fully seal it off, you know?
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, am I missing something?
And then also when, sorry, I'm fast forwarding, but when Yen falls out the window, I thought we'll see her turn into something, right? But they
decided to cut that budget. It definitely feels like the budget is not as high this season. I will say that. You're absolutely right. And you're right. If they're cutting,
so I thought maybe they meant to have him sort of like turn into dust or whatever. And they were just like, you know what? Never mind.
Never mind. You're just a hot guy, maybe on the ground. The Yennefer sales thing to get Francesca into this whole conspiracy to try to overthrow Vilgefortz does not work. And then Yennefer turns her into a figurine because Francesca's not going to come and she's going to make her, which is not, It's a very cool effect, but it's not cool as a person. Like, I don't think Francesca's the kind of person who's be like, I'm okay with that. Later, we believe that we see that it's not.
It's kind of their version of Han Solo and the Carbonite, you know?
That's right. Except it's tiny. Like, do they just shrink? Do they
it's a chess piece? It's also fun. It's fun magic and touch shoulder chess piece in pocket.
Here's my question. As a parent, would you be able to resist turning your kid into a statue to just get some sleeps often? You would not, right?
I think most parents would be like, hey, chess piece, go to bed.
They would be like 3/4 of this kid's life would be as a chess piece. And I'm not, it's a terrible thing.
But also, if you had that kind of magic, you would just be like, sprinkle, sprinkle, fairy sleepy dust.
That's true.
And go to sleep.
I mean, that would be my superpower. I used to say I'd love to fly, or I'd love to speak all languages. My superpower to be, it'll touch myself or anyone else, and we would sleep a deep, wonderful, refreshing sleep. That would be it.
Gosh. I remember talking about like, oh, if I had a superpower, it would be to have no jet lag. And someone was like, wouldn't it be to just like teleport to the place so that you wouldn't have to be on the plane to get there to then? I'm like, yeah, you're right. There's that.
Also, I remember like airports though. I hate to say it. I kind of like I like the experience of traveling and then entering a hotel room and the effort and then just be like, I'm so far away. But I've been running away from everything in my life for many decades.
I do like, I remember I saw a video of actor Natalie Morales. She one time said, if I had a superpower, it would be to be comfortable anywhere and anytime.
Oh, that's not much to ask for, but yeah.
It's so interesting, like to be comfortable sitting upright on a plane and be able to go to sleep, you know, like.
I mean, if comfort can be synonymous with sleeping, we're in the same club. We'll join the same super force. It's not going to save anybody from evil, but we'll both have really good skin.
Maybe it's a selfish superpower. I don't know.
I mean, in this world, do you think superheroes could solve what's going on right now without just like...
No, it's too complicated.
Too complicated. So we just had, again, just looking at ourselves. Okay, so we have the credits. It's a dagger with a flower growing around it, which looks like a hot girl tattoo, maybe around the, bottom of the back.
Yeah. Lower back tattoo.
Lower back tattoo. Yeah, very simple. On the road with Geralt and Lawrence Fishburne, who I'm never going to call by his character name. They see this big pile of dead bodies, and then there's a refugee camp, and one of the kids in the wagon is like, my family might be there, and they decide to go in. Nameless kid kicks off the plot here. Also, later big feelings. I just don't like this kid. This kid feels like, and I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but this kid feels like she's going to die. And she, in fact,
this is the kid with the flower crown.
Well, the kid who was on the, in the wagon that Geralt and Co.
I'm just not invested. Obviously, I don't like child actors. I'm not invested in her. Also, I wrote down there was something where a parrot flew out of the woods, and that was the exact parrot that we had. That was my dad had a homophobic parrot when I was in high school.
Is it that guy? Did he have a career transition?
What?
Is it that parrot?
No, I don't think so.
Because we could get that guy canceled. He'll never work again.
No, that parrot went to live. We sent it to the Simi Valley Parrot Rescue because it finally attacked me.
Oh God.
I was hate crimed by the parrot.
Oh God.
Listen, I've told you this. We've talked about this on the pod.
Yeah, right? This is sad. Yeah, we talked about it. But it never gets old.
Go, asshole. What's your problem? Bitch, asshole. But it loved my dad, it loved my grandpa, it hated my mom, and it hated me.
Wow. My cat
knew I was gay before I did.
No, anyway. But my cat attacks women way more than men. Men will get in their laps and purr and be pretty cute, but with women, he's a punk. He'll swat at you. I mean, it is disrespect. He's an incel, bro. I don't know where he got it. He's on Reddit at night. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's get through that. Okay, over with Ciri and the rats. Ciri's first official heist happens. They drop a tree in front of a rich carriage. They steal everything. The rich lady's not into it. And then Ciri gets really nasty and she cuts her hair off. The lady's hair off, not her own. Mistle's like, whoa, you're going too far. And Siri is just like getting I'm like, this is a turn. I don't like it. And it's upsetting to me. And I hate these people with her. I hate everything about
hate
this
this
new
group
Siri.
of people. I hate the rats.
I hate them too.
I don't like this subplot or storyline. I can't tell if is Siri herself. Has she gone to the dark side, or she's just like trying to be really prove herself really in character?
No, I feel like she is, and this is in the books, and it also, like, the rats are in the books. She's in the, and a lot of people hate the rats, but also, it's canon, it's in there, and I feel like the writers are doing the best with what it is. It's just like, we don't like seeing this. I want to see them all together, Yennefer, Geralt, and Ciri, and we're in a very uncomfortable part of the plot.
Yeah.
And we're having to endure it. And
I know it has its purpose.
Like it. Yeah, but I don't like it. Anyway, so whatever. I hate him. I just hate Missile as well. So anyway, I hope a lot of people die soon. Over at Mage Central, we have Philippa and Triss waiting for Yennefer, who comes back with her Francesca altar. And who else? Yennefer arrives as a raven, which is really funny because Philippa turns into an owl like this, and like there's a little funny exchange about that.
Well, so she puts the thing in her pocket. When she turns into a bird, that pocket just remains closed. Like, so now she's a crow wearing an invisible outfit that has a pocket that has a chest piece in it.
Have you ever been on a shoot where you're like, oh, well, you probably don't have this as much as me, but I'm like, well, where am I carrying XYZ? And they're like, nobody will think about it. That is the answer on every set.
Oh,
nobody will think about it.
Where's my bag? Where's my purse?
Where's my bag? Where's my purse? Where's my weapon?
That crow needed like a little backpack.
It did. And there's nothing cuter than an animal with a backpack. So they really robbed us there.
I wrote down here, what in the Harry Potter is this witch?
I don't know.
That witch came sailing in on a broom in a sequined, like classical witch, like pointy hat.
I am
full
so
on Harry
confused.
Potter, and I didn't know witches looked like that in this.
And then I agree. And then they got the Lord of the Rings bearded dwarf lady.
There was like too many. Were these Easter eggs? Were these shout outs? Were these homages to other IP?
I did not look up these particular characters to see if they were in the source material, but
what's going on?
I don't think the Polish author was like, let's put Glinda's, weird cousin in here. I don't know. Thorin.
I thought she was going to start singing. I honestly did.
It was, and also she's so broadly acting. It's like Mary Poppins witch comes in, and I was like, I don't understand where in the world this is.
Mary Poppins witch.
Okay, so thank you so much. I didn't mean to be judgmental. I was like, this is something. Anyway, so we get Francesca out of the statue. She's real pissed, and I would be too. And Philippa's like sucking up to Francesca because probably it's like, well, either that or they're gonna blow each other up.
Why'd they put her on the table? I was like, if you put her on the table, then she has to turn into full size sitting on the table, but then she conveniently falls off.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it was for camera, because if you put it on the seat, you're not going to see it. And they didn't have time for another setup. All right.
You're right.
Cut to Mimir. Oh, I hate this guy. God, we've got some magic shenanigans going on here.
I love this set. This Crystal Cave set. Very cool.
Very nice. Yeah. There are all these pillars that allow him to control the magical portals, I guess, through Vilgefortz. And Frigilla's like, oh, what's going on here? Viggy gets real evil. He kills somebody who's not given enough magic to, shut the portals off and control the portals. He could self-heal himself, I guess.
Okay, if he's self-healing, why is he still got like a robot eyeball?
Agreed.
Huh?
Listen, I guess maybe it's like a scar. He didn't have, I guess it healed. I don't know why I'm rationalizing this. I don't know. I don't like him having that thing on his eye either. It's gross. He's a hot guy. I want to see the hot guy. I know it's super superficial, but we're not getting enough Geralt here. This Geralt is not as hot to me. So I'm like, give me some Viggy.
What happened? Because in the last 2 episodes, his wig was great. This episode.
Oh, it's bad.
What happened?
I didn't wash it. I don't know.
It looks like it's plastic. Maybe it's too low. They glued it in the wrong spot or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the harsh sunlight that was making me notice it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is a lot more daytime stuff. So I don't know. You're right. You're right.
Also, what is Lawrence Fishburne's wig? What is it? Because it comes down here, and then sometimes he raises his eyebrows, and it goes.
Oh, it goes under his eyebrows. I know.
So is that supposed to be? Is his hair growing down into a point, or is that his widow's peak and it's growing up from there? What is the reality of that wig?
It's an elderly skunk that got put on his head.
Oh, maybe it's not even hair. Maybe it's a hat.
I don't think it's a hat. It's like a Daniel Boone kind of thing, except it's an elderly animal that got.
Anyone under 30 is like, what is Daniel Boone?
Oh, no. All right. Anyway, so Fringilla kind of steps up and proves herself, and everyone's like, oh, she's great. Back to the refugee camp. I really like the production design here. It looks awesome. Lord Fishburne and Milva don't like the way it smells. Then we see Yarpin, our favorite dwarf. That guy is awesome. I'm really glad to see him back. And the girl finds her family. There's a reuniting thing, except then the girl runs away looking for her sister because her sister's about to be burned as a witch because nothing can be nice in this world.
Why did any of this happen? Why did Geralt not cut all of this off from happening? What?
I mean, he's going to have to kill a bunch of humans who are just malevolent. It's like, are the internet commenters bad people, or are they being riled up by a bad player? And it's basically Russia.
Well, also it's the Crucible, right?
It is the Crucible a little bit too. So there's a whole sequence where the doctor tries to get the Witcher to find another way to get them out. Milva's like going to use, so they don't want to use violence right here. And they're kind of stuck because it's sort of a moral conundrum. Like, are we going to kill all these people to save this one girl? But it's going to, believe me, it ends badly. We have to go back to the rats now. I'm so sorry. I think the production design this season is incredible. The city is incredible.
So colorful, very strong colors.
Yeah, which probably was like, what it was back then, right? Everybody liked color. Nobody's going to be like, oh, let's go gray and brown, except millennials now when they go and try to decorate their living room from Pottery Barn. Like it's only beige in millennial living rooms. So the Baron, the dad of this victim, they cut the hair off, is like after them. Someone's watching Ciri. Kaylee, the creep, tries to get Missile to swear off Ciri, but she's not going to have it. She does take Ciri to have a heart-to-heart about, like, maybe she's being too hard. But I don't know. It's very confusing.
Being a little possessive of Ciri. I just was not. It just felt like very. I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Also, she was the bad influence, and now she's trying to make Ciri into a good guy, and I don't understand that because it's confusing. Ciri's pickpocket.
I hate teens. That's what I wrote.
They're all gross. Like, if my kid hung out with these kind of teenager young adults, I'd be like,
changing schools.
Changing schools. We're moving town. We are getting you away from the social group. And I hate it. They start playing games. The other rats are talking with some dudes.
Explain to me this.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. There are people watching her still.
They're playing carnival games with what? So you're robbing people of money, and then you're wasting it on carnival games? What is happening?
It's the avocado toast of the Witcher world, all right?
Are you saying that avocado toast is frivolous and that we shouldn't be spending our $20 on an avocado toast?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I do agree with that because I grew up on a non-functioning avocado orchard.
Oh, really?
So avocados are just trash to me. I don't care for them. I don't want to eat them. I used to sell them. I've said it before. I used to sell them 13 for $1 on Sundays when people would drive into church. I just don't care for it. And when people are like, ooh, let's get avocado toast, I'm like, ugh, trash.
It is the one, that and red peppers, like bell peppers or red peppers. Those are the two things I can absolutely say I have a food sensitivity to. I don't have any allergies, but if I have an avocado, acid reflux geysering into my throat, which is like stupid because I don't know why. It's supposed to be really good for you. Same thing with red peppers. I'll have a stomach ache.
Avocado, I don't know. You know what? I enjoy it in the form of guacamole.
I love guacamole. I will literally take in a meatball sometimes just to have guacamole, especially if you do it by your sable.
Toast. I don't. Yeah. Oh,
no, I don't like it either.
I also they used to make my throat itch as a child.
Well, you had a sensitivity too.
But I grew out of it.
Oh, well, I am not.
I just don't care about them. And like, I'll eat them on a sandwich and then halfway through, I'm like, get it off.
I like it in a tortilla soup because it's kind of almost like butter. Nice. That's another time I take them in a meatball.
But when people are like, ooh, try this chocolate pudding that uses avocado as a base. No.
Gross.
Go home.
Your substitute is stupid.
It's dumb. And I reject it.
Yeah. All right.
Not
back with
interested in sweet avocado treats.
Ugh, it's so gross. Ugh, it coats your tongue like a bad butter. Like, just give me regular butter. Melt butter, put it on a toast. That's better.
Yeah.
Anyway, back with Yennefer. There's a round table of witches. Yennefer does this great speech. They're all going to help each other out. And Ciri is the key. Francesca's like, oh, Ciri's this character. We get what the deal is. There's a conjecture of the spheres. There was this human Laura Darren. We get a whole recap of the mythology of like
that was the Netflix executives going like, people aren't going to remember seconds. They're watching with their phones out. We need you to like really hammer the plot in.
Yep, and I will say it was.
I needed it
on my phone. I needed it.
I can't. It was so long since the other.
Yeah,
well, that's the other thing. It's like we used to watch television, through. We'd have a 3-month break and then we get the new season. Now we've got a 2-year break between seasons. How can we remember anything?
I don't, Tommy, let's just go back to weekly so we can be a guest star that they kill off and was fine because we'll have another show to go on.
Advertisers pay for programming. Put commercials back in things.
Oh God, we're not going to ever see it happen.
Also, I felt bad. I wrote down the elf princess needs a brush, but I guess, you know what? I wouldn't be combing my hair if people had murdered
my baby. Yeah. No, and she's like, my daughter was murdered. I'm going to help. So she's like reluctantly on board. But you know what? I think people are going to betray each other. That's my smell. Back to The Witcher. We have this sort of boring sort of court thing. Where's the evidence here?
He could just kill all of them in one swoop. Just get it over with.
But this is the thing. They're internet trolls. Do they deserve to be swept down by a sword? Or do they just need a good slap,
The whole thing about my cat. She stole my cat. And the bones are in the soup. And then he's like, there's the cat. She's magic. She made it. She brought it back to life. No.
How'd they know that was the cat, though? There are a lot of stray cats. Why is that specific cat? Like, oh, that's my cat. Like cats, they're never where you want them to be.
These people are so dumb that they believed any of that.
Again.
But also, you know what? That dumb girl like runs up to her sister and is like,
I know.
Oh. And they're immediately like, you're a witch too. Like, you dumb idiot.
Children, let me just tell you, I've never screamed so much at a TV when Merry and Pippin do all their crap in number 1 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like they are, I just wanted to throw them off a cliff. And I understand that that was their function in the book. Like, but I'm just like, why are you throwing rocks right now? You already did a whole thing that brought the Anyway, we'll just. I'm going on a cruise with these 2 actors who play Merry and Pippin, and like by the end they're wonderful. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have a talking to with these guys.
I don't know if I could relax or have fun with them.
No, the Comic-Con cruise. It's just gonna be. I'm gonna be like, so did you know that you shouldn't have? Whatever. All right, back to Missile, who's getting a tattoo. Ciri's there getting a matching. I don't know.
And so is this the symbol from the opening episode of the episode?
Oh, was it? That should actually.
I mean, it was a dagger through like a rose thing.
Maybe that was it. And then these guys come in. They've been following her, and she literally kills them all and doesn't care. She's a badass.
I mean, that was. I needed more of that. I need more of that energy throughout this episode. Also, the tattoo did feel a little anachronistic.
It did. It felt again like they were on 6th Street in Austin.
Yes.
They had way too many Appletinis. They're going in. They're like, we're friends for life. We are in the same sorority, and we're gonna just have this in our bodies and know each other forever.
Teens, they're all the same. Centuries ago in planets that aren't even what we're on.
Listen, I guarantee you, 400 years ago, they were doing the same crap. Okay. Viggy meets with Amir, who is super pissed about fake Siri because Viggy gave him fake Siri. Viggy's like, power like that can never be yours. She, however, will be mine. So basically, they're fighting over Siri now. Viggy's like, you have what you need. You have a fake Siri. I need the real one because he's going to do the thing with the convention of the spears and blah, blah, blah. His Amir's right-hand dude, Skellen, walks out, and he's like, you need to marry your daughter, which is so disgusting. I don't get this.
And that was the plan the whole time?
So gross. Yeah. And the other dude's like, I will not F a peasant, which is like, he's a bad guy, okay?
He also does this thing when he's like, get out! He's like, with his teeth, he's like, get out!
It's very muhaha. So then
I want to do that. I want to do that in acting sometime.
Did you ever see that Wachowski sibling movie where Eddie Redmayne plays an alien ruler to the point where I've never seen worse acting in my. I mean, it's that for a whole movie. You have to watch it.
Eddie Redmayne. It's the same in every movie. I can't do with Eddie Redmayne.
He is a great actor sometimes. I mean, I think, but this one, was it the space werewolf one with Channing Tatum?
Wait, what?
Yeah, with Mila Kunis.
There's a Wachowski movie that's a space werewolf movie?
Yeah. It's Jupiter Ascending. It is one of the best worst movie I've ever seen.
Okay. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I haven't seen this.
You have to. It is Eddie Redmayne is out of control with his acting. Did you watch Channing Tatum is a skateboarding space werewolf. I am not kidding.
I have to maybe get stoned and watch this. Did you watch the most recent Knives Out movie?
No, I need to. Is it good?
Yeah, I enjoy those movies, but at one point I was like, what is Mila Kunis doing here? She just was like, I don't know why or how, like, why her? Why? It was so out of place.
She was at a party. And
does someone owe her a favor? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't understand what celebrities do. It's a tight-knit little circle of people who party together, and they're like you. Same thing with Trump. It's all the people he parties with. You. Let's do it. It's just awful. Rich people having parties. It's the bane of the existence. All right. Anyway, he's like, I want the real. I'm going to marry this fakie, but I want my real one before the wedding. So then we have a ticking clock for the season. Yay. Back with the mages, Yennefer puts a cool earring on, and Frigilla talks.
Oh, that's
to her
a Bluetooth. She's using Bluetooth.
Yep, using Bluetooth. There's a hidden portal. Can't tell her where. So
also,
all of
why
that.
is this the first time we've seen their Bluetooth technology?
They're playing a little fast and loose with magic this season. It used to be very ponderous. Hey, we've
got these like caterpillar rocks we use to communicate, and then it's like a full. Like, I don't know. It might as well be Star Wars. Like a full
it's true
projection holograph comes out.
Although, Star Wars is really a fantasy, but okay. Anyway.
You're right.
Back with Skellen, the bad guy who works for Amir. He enters a room with a rat held on a door with a knife. Now, I don't know if that's a presaging, but I'm praying for it.
Have you, side note, have you been keeping up to date with Casey Wilson's rat journey?
What? No, what?
Do you know the actor Casey Wilson?
Yeah, I don't know her, but I know that she has a podcast, and she's
I've met her before. She has a house in La Quinta, and they had to abandon it because it was so infested with rats. And she said she woke up and there was a rat on her nightstand. She was face to face with a rat.
Oh my God!
Like, all of her social media right now is about like she was doing a live stream on YouTube for several weeks of her house and asking people to watch it and let her know if there's any rat movement in the house.
Was there?
I don't know. I gotta check it again.
Okay, I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna check it out.
Because my neighbor, she has a rat infestation, and so I've been captivated by the rat journeys.
Just rats. Rats are really. Do you know rats laugh if you tickle them?
I believe it because did I tell you? Have we talked about this on the podcast? My rat experience?
No.
Maybe I was embarrassed to talk about it. Last May, because we'd had one before, and the landlord captured it and like sent a photo of it, and then I cried and ruined my vacation. So I was like, I'll just get a humane trap, and then like I kept not capturing it because I was using these small little traps, and then I went downstairs one night at 3 a.m. to get a glass of water and turned the lights on, and I met the rat, and it jumped 3 feet in the air and screamed, and we made eye contact, and it dove under the stove. So now that I saw it scream at me, and I screamed, I definitely believe that a rat could laugh. And then I realized, oh, it's too big. It's not. And so I got like a giant metal humane trap, and then I caught it.
Oh, good for you. What'd you do with it?
What do you do with it once you've caught a rat in a trap?
Has anybody wronged you? You go to their house and you let them out in front of your.
I didn't even think of that. Well, I decided to drive it to Beverly Hills so it could live a nice life there. And then I was gonna go to this like sort of park where there's like a lake up above there, but there was all of these like every house had a camera. And I'm like, well, my license plate, am I gonna get in trouble for releasing?
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah.
So then I left there, and then I went up to Laurel Canyon, and then I went up to Mulholland, and I found like a trailhead, and I parked, and I released it at the trailhead and said,
that's fine.
Go live with the rich people.
There are 2 million other rats up there. You know that. Like it is, you probably are helping their genetic diversity. Listen, being the new
anyway, the rats are back. It's like it's full on secret of NIM apparently in the basement of our building, and my poor neighbor.
Wow.
Anyway,
they definitely need to bring somebody in there. Well, this is a bunch of dudes talking, who I guess are like the shadow, government. And so anyway, I don't know exactly. He said that he shares what he knows info that if used correctly would destroy an empire. So I don't know what his deal is. What was your?
I think he's trying to talk everyone into turning against the king.
Amir?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Is that Siri's dad, Amir?
Amir is Siri's dad, yeah. And Skellen is his right hand man. So, all right. Yeah. I like it.
Then, but also they're talking about the White Flame. And then I was like, wasn't that Game of Thrones?
No, White Flame was Amir. He is the White Flame. That was his sort of culty religion around him.
What was the Game of Thrones flame religion?
The red flame. It was the red flame. Melisandre or something.
Okay.
Red Flame, Game of Thrones.
There's a lot of flames.
Melisandre, yeah, that's right. Red Woman or the Red Witch, the Lord of Light, but she was sort of the. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This Geralt storyline will never end. He confronts the priest. He challenges someone because they're in one-on-one combat right now. But then the priest says, you have to remove this flaming hot horseshoe and not harm yourself. And Lawrence Fishburne goes up, pulls it out, flaming hot in his hand. Boom. But then they start fighting anyway, which is like not okay because what kind of honor do you have? Definitely internet commenters. So Geralt cuts the girls free, and then conveniently the Nilfgaard troops invade the camp. They're killing everybody. The dwarves, I guess they brand the priest's taint. I don't know what they do with that. It's very weird. People are grabbing at Milva's really cool horse. The little girl is killed right behind him, which is awful.
Okay. I was so happy. Like, good, get this child actor off my screen. But it was so dumb because he's like, run. Yeah. Like, why was he not killing people to protect her? Like,
I know. Especially since the whole story is about Geralt protecting Ciri, being a father to a girl. If this was a substitute girl for him, he protected Ciri. He can't protect this little girl, and her sister, I think, got murdered, and he gets knocked out.
Maybe he's like, you know what? I can't emotionally invest in more
young children. Yeah. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe he's dead inside. He's going bad inside, just like Ciri's going bad inside, and Yennefer is,
Oh,
I don't know.
Symbolism.
Then we go back to Missile. Ugh. And I think the actress is awesome. I just don't like the toxic dynamic. And I think you're right. It's the mom in me who's like, you're with the wrong person. Stop dating this girl. Stop hanging out with these kids. She woke up in bed and she kind of saw what was happening to Geralt in her dreams. And they had this very nice conversation. And I will say that Ciri is pretty amazing in this episode, being this dark, sort of tormented girl. And they matched faces.
Her acting is great.
Yeah, exactly. She's fantastic. I think this is our last scene here. Oh, wow. Back in the woods. There are a lot of dead bodies in the ground. A dude walks through. Oh, this is completely separate. Okay, this is setting up for something else big. So
explain to me, the guy in the utility vest, is he a Witcher?
Yes.
And what about
Okay.
the other guy? Is that Geralt in the future?
No, that's what I thought. Okay. So this guy, I
Is
think
he a
this is
Witcher
what's
hunter,
happening.
or is he also a Witcher that hunts other Witchers?
He's the
Which
guy.
Witcher would
I
it
don't know if
witch
he's a
if
Witcher,
you?
but he's definitely hunts Witchers. So the guy he killed was a Witcher. So he's an assassin, I guess, and he get all these Witcher necklaces. So he kills Witchers. I'm very confused about what happened, but I think that he's an assassin. He's Leo the Psycho, and he's met by Skellen, our guy who's plotting, and he's
Wait,
like,
is Skellen a mage?
I don't think so. I think he's just
How
a
does he just
right-hand man.
magically appear while they're like fighting and killing each other, and then like?
Did he appear? Did he apparate or
I
what?
don't know. He just like was right there.
I was so confused about what was going on here that I was trying to just figure it out, and I understand now that the scruffy guy, he's a murdering assassin, and Skellen is basically hiring him, because he actually has a history. This scruffy guy has a history with the rats. He's like, ugh, I don't. And then they describe Ciri, and he's like, I don't remember that one. And Skellen says, I want you to kill everybody. So I guess he wants him to kill all the rats and Ciri.
But why was that Witcher fighting him, and why wasn't he more able to?
Well, either he was hired to do it by somebody who wants to kill all Witchers, which makes sense that somebody would do that because everybody has it in for Geralt, or he just loves killing Witchers. So I don't know what this character. I just know that he's like a hired assassin, but he also maybe kills for funsies. I don't know, especially if it's a Witcher. He's working on a Witcher medallion collection, That's what I feel. But I was so confused too, because I was like, is this Geralt in the future? Because I thought that same thing. I was like, he has bad skin, but he has the Witcher hair. And I'm like, is this the Witcher guy? But the other,
I couldn't tell.
Well, I don't know. Did you watch this next episode? Because I didn't, because I'm like, maybe this will all pay off.
No, I decided not to cheat.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going to watch it this week, and we will record next week, and we'll get this done. And I'm excited. Did you know there's new Bridgerton next year?
Oh, I just saw the ads. Yes.
Does the trailer look good? I haven't seen it.
I lied. I didn't see the ads. I saw just like the Instagram.
Just stills. Oh yeah, I saw the stills too. Yeah. Well, you know what?
When does that come out?
I don't know. I don't know what the release date is, but all I know is that the only thing we can do is escape.
What's the escape song? Because if you like pina colada,
gonna caught in the rain. Well, and I want to give another shout out, you guys. If you'd like to see me, and Tommy will be there as well in London. I'll be doing a Guild musical reading at the MT Fest, February 10th through 12th at the Other Palace Theater. Tickets are very reasonable. They're like £20, and I think there are some left. So if you'd like to grab one, come see me sing. It's a staged reading.
Yes, it's a work in progress. You kind of get to take a peek behind the curtain and see how professional musicals are developed.
Yeah, and Tommy is a producer on it. I'm a producer, but also performing. We have a wonderful writer, lyricist, composer. We have an amazing director on board. We have this really fancy musical reading, and we're going to be able to do it in February. So please come. If you are bored, I think there's a huge sale on Comic-Con cruise tickets right now. So it's going to be a great weekend if you guys want to come.
When is that?
It is January 30th through February 3rd. So we're going to Bahamas and back, but I'm hosting panels with the Lord of the Rings people, Harry Potter people. I'm doing like game shows. I'm cosplay contests, like all this stuff. So my friend Raiko is going to be there, and my other friends are going to be there. Like we're all just going to be hanging out. So hopefully it'll be fun. We're going to have a great time. Do you have anything to update anybody about, Tommy, before we wrap up?
If you're in San Francisco, I'll be doing my new play called Goodnight Roach, wherein I play a cockroach. It's a 2-person play from the same team that brought you Tilda Swinton Answers an Ad on Craigslist. We'll be at Sketchfest on January 22nd at the, I think it's called Bats Theater in Fort Mason. And also if you're, the last 2 or 3 weeks of January is all of Sketchfest. So many good comedy shows and stand-up and podcasts, all the fun things. So If you're in the Bay Area, check it out.
Yeah, if you like independent, you want to support artists, you want to have a good time, you want to get offline, away from the world, definitely in-person entertainment is where you want to be. All right, guys, we'll see you next week or so for episode 4, and until always.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.